Yes, boys, let's get into the day today. We did start off with an L, unfortunately, but it's all good. We had half risk, and it's part of the game anyway. You have to lose, and I'm always saying this, but yeah, it's hard sometimes to even accept it, even when you know. But let's get straight into things, right? So, coming into the session, obviously, the last 2 days, we have had over last 2 days, we've had 2,000 pips in long positions. So it's crazy volatile at the moment, absolutely ridiculous. So you can expect to come on to the session and see this sort of liquidity being built, this sort of chop. And obviously we have NFP on Friday. So this all does play a factor and is maybe why we've had the trading day that we've had. Still bullish, as you can see, respecting our only key areas that are bullish and disrespecting our key areas that are bearish. So still bullish until proven otherwise, like we always say. As you can see on the hour as well, we had the same thing going on here. So yeah, 100% still bullish. As soon as we get into the session, we do start off ripping up to the top. Crazy volatility straight away from the beginning, even just having this candle come down. But the thought process here is pretty simple. So we go up, we don't take out any of our draws on liquidity, which are our 4-hour highs that we have here. If we have a look, we have 4-hour highs here, low resistance as well. So there are draws, we don't take any of that out. We come down, we tap into the 1-minute order block here as well, as you can see, which is beautiful. That is exactly what we want to see. And then we get the inverse. So it's pretty clear that this is a good trade. It's a very good trade that I'll probably take 10 times out of 10 times. I'm more than happy with. Clear, obvious, low resistant draws on liquidity, clear bias, bouncing off of the right areas. We also have a 5-minute rejection block that we're bouncing off of here, and it's also a 15-minute order block here as well. So more than happy with this trade. Very good trade. Unfortunately for us, we did get stopped out at break even. We formed this high here. We also, one other thing that we were struggling with is the fact that ES is at all-time highs. So when ES is at all-time highs, well, either of them, ES or NAS, obviously it's not great market conditions for us to be trading in, purely because it's obviously not going to be as easy to get the bigger moves to go higher, right? And because we're already bullish and we're at all-time highs, it's not going to be as nice for us to get retracements. So it is just overall a bit of a mess. So when we get this sort of choppier price action, I do understand it. I'm not too phased by it. Whereas if it was in like, the middle of a normal range and we had this sort of price action, I would just let it do its thing. But at these all-time highs and stuff like that, it's, obviously expected. So anyway, enough of the yapping. We come up, we create this internal high here, we come back down, we visit obviously this order block, which it is, and then we also get some closes straight back up again. So as soon as we close above here, this is going to be my trail. So I trail my stop loss to just below these lows there, because obviously once that's happened, I don't want to see this come back down. I have absolutely no reason for this to come back down. We've already tapped into our order blocks. We've tapped into just, the retracement. So there's no need for this to come back down. So again, once we go there, we trail. And then when we take out this, this 4-hour high here, our closest one to us, that is when we go break even. So it's a risk-free trade at this point. I'm still liking the fact that we're running. Obviously, it is very volatile, which we know. And that's also why, again, I want to go break even early, right? Because I want to have high probability. I want to have high probability of not losing. I want to have high probability of winning. So go and break even when it is volatile, when it is choppy, when we've seen 100 pip candles out of nowhere just form. It's just the most obvious thing to do if you want to preserve your capital, right? Unfortunately for us, this does stop us out again with a monster candle out of nowhere. And this trade did go on to obviously fail. It would have stopped us out at our loss. So a great break even there for us. Now, unfortunately for us, we didn't just get off the charts. Nope, we wanted to go again, because at this point, right, I was done here for 2 reasons. One, we took out both of our low resistance 4-hour highs, and we only had one, which is now a high resistant high. So we don't want to target that once this happens. But also, I I can see these conditions are not great, so I'm not trying really hard to like trade these conditions. I'm actually saying to the market, right, please give me a reason to trade here. Like, I'm not actually looking to trade. I don't need a reason to trade here at all. So anyway, we come back down, sweep out these bottom lows, bounce again off of this 4 hour, off of these order blocks. And if you look carefully here, now on the 1 hour, when this closed, we actually formed a 1 hour order block, which we perfectly tapped into and then had a perfect reaction away, straight away, inversing this gap. So we was teased into entering again. As you can see, we actually did enter again here. Now, this was the one that we ended up losing from. We got a pretty decent reaction from the beginning, and we got this wick down. So at this point, I'm pretty okay with us losing. You know, I'm thinking fair enough, this could easily happen. But as we actually get higher, I'm pretty sure, because I ended up trailing my stop, but I must have. Where did I trail it? Let's have a look back here. So yeah, that's when I trailed it. So we come back up here, and usually I'd go break even here, but it was very tight, so I didn't want to do that. Simple as that. Very tight. It's an obvious place for us to take out. Obviously, I knew it was a bit more volatile. So at this point here, I just put my stop loss there, and that was where I trailed to. So straight away, literally here's where we did that. As soon as we could take this out here, and then my break even would have been here after that. On the full recap that you can see on my Instagram where I'm actually talking live, you can hear me saying that I'm pretty sure this trade is going to fail, which obviously, as you just saw, it did, and we ended up getting stopped out. And then after that, it ended up actually completely running down. It would have stopped out my other trade if I would have kept the no break even there as well. Yeah, so we lost $500 on a day. Not that sore, right? It's a pretty minor loss. I'll take that all day long. The only reason I'm a little bit annoyed at myself is because before the session, I did mark out this 1 hour fair value gap for us to actually tap into before getting our longs. And at the moment, we are actually tapping into that. So yeah, maybe I could have been more patient. Maybe because the last few days we've just absolutely ripped. I just was, thinking that it could happen again. I am happy with the trades. This one maybe a little bit silly. It was just the fact that we tapped perfectly into that 1 hour order block here, and then get that perfect reaction. It just suckered me back in. Like I said, minor loss, no big deal. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be better than ever. We've got NFP Friday, so there's still a good time to get some good volume, make some good moves, and hopefully make some good money. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.